Good morning, everybody. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style, and I'm so excited. Today's Made in New Mexico segment, we are featuring Sunwest Silver Jewelry, which I am so honored to be wearing today.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
This is a lot of jewelry. It's beautiful.
It's a lot of jewelry.
Beautiful.
This is from Caraco Lake, and this is all Caraco. This is, and they mine their own jewelry, and you'll hear a lot more about it. You'll really want to stick around. It's really interesting, and Kristen and I will give you some more insight about a lot of the things they offer there, because jewelry is a fun thing to talk about.
It is a fun thing to talk about, and it looks great on you.
Thank you, and a fun thing to wear. I'm very honored. Okay, now I can't walk today. That's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, because I'm not as good as you are at the physical activity.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, once known as Hollywood's best kept secret, Bar Fusion has come to Albuquerque. I took my first class last night.
And you're already sore? That's not a good sign, Nikki. This is not a good sign. The second day is always worse.
Kristen, I've taken 2 showers and I'm still sweating. Like, what does that mean? I mean, literally.
Really?
It's called Cardio Bar in LA. That's where it all started. And this woman, Valerie Clark, she basically got it started here in New Mexico, and it's a really intense class, and I hope we can do a segment on it at some point. I think it's a really interesting workout. It's with a bar. I mean, I'm not talking about a bar where you're, I'm talking about a bar like a ballerina bar, where you hold on. And you're using a lot of your own body weight, and it's very, very specific.
Like core?
Yeah, a lot of core, a lot of leg. I mean, I was like this.
Shaking.
You know when you shake? There's this one that's called the ski. I think it's called this, like the water skier or the skier. I don't know the lingo yet, but basically you're holding onto the bar and you lean back, but you have to engage your whole core. You have to tuck it in, and you're basically holding like a playground ball between your legs and squeezing while you're leaning back. And my legs were like jello.
Oh, I bet. That could be a really, really tough thing, because you know what I mean? Who needs weights? Like, you don't need those nasty, dirty, grimy weights. When you have your own body to lift.
So
and
true.
Try to, you know, and try to hold up. And that class is what, basically, isn't that what you're doing with the bar class?
Yeah, and a lot of
you have a bar.
But you're moving a lot, and you're doing push-ups and sit-ups. I mean, but not in the traditional way that you're used to doing it. You know, it's just, it's a little bit different. And you're also using, they do have hand weights, but they're like little balls. Like it's really a cool class.
I've heard it is tough. So
it's tough, but I'll tell you, I highly recommend it. It's not cheap either, though. I mean, it's good to get a package. They're doing some really good specials. I'll give you more information as we go, but definitely look into it. The place is called Body Language. Body Language.
You haven't heard about it?
Yes, it's fun. It's worth it. Let's check in with the Body Language of KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's headlines. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, ladies. I feel your pain, Nikki, because I went back to the gym. I'm not doing that whole bar fancy stuff, but I went back to the gym and I am super sore today. Tomorrow I'm going to be worse.
Yeah, it's always bad.
The
second day is always the worst, especially with the legs.
I
know. We got to get on it like Kristen's already on it.
She's good.
It's like a breeze for her.
Yeah, she's good.
I tell you.
I know. It's true.
All right. Good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. We begin this morning talking about how we are expected to learn more this morning about a tragic case happening here in Albuquerque. Police say a 2-year-old boy is dead after being found in a hot car. The little boy was found in a vehicle in a car seat at the Precious Moments Learning Center in Northwest Albuquerque yesterday afternoon. This is video of the scene here. Police say the car belonged to a relative that worked at the center. Firefighters tried to revive the child. The 2-year-old, however, was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Police are not sure how long the child was in the car or exactly how hot it got inside. What we do know is that outside the car, it was around 95 degrees. Parents who spoke with News 13 off camera said the relative is a teacher at the daycare center there. They believe it was just a horrible accident. Right now, police are treating this as an unattended death. Once they wrap up their investigation, the case will go to the DA's office to see if charges will be filed. Albuquerque police are looking for a tricky tire thief this morning. The thief was recently caught on tape. We want to show it to you. Check it out. Investigators say this guy right here shows up to a home in Northwest Albuquerque late last week looking for some tires and rims to steal, apparently. Now, the owner of the truck had been a victim before, so he had surveillance cameras set up rolling the entire time, and cops say the video shows the crook takes the tires off the truck and rolls them right away. Investigators think this guy might be connected to more than 250 tire thefts. If you have any information on who this guy is, he's wearing flip-flops, real cash right there, call police. Well, you don't hear about this one very often. Something being stolen from the bottom of a pool. Yeah, investigators say that's exactly what happened, and now they're looking for the culprits. Listen to this. A young swim team at the Paradise Community Pool in Northwest Albuquerque recently noticed that the racing lanes were stripped from the bottom of the pool. You know, those lanes on the bottom of a pretty Olympic-sized pool. But why in the world would someone want to steal them?
The only thing I can figure out is maybe it was some kind of a badge of honor for some particular group to say, hey, we were able to do this.
Well, the County Parks and Recs director says that the bandits apparently used knives and they must have gone underwater for hours to pick the stripes off the concrete floor of the pool. The county will now have to drain the pool and replace the lines before next year's swim season, costing the county at least $2,000. You should know, though, they say they will press charges if they find out who did this. The city of Albuquerque says they have some problem properties on their hands, and now they're looking for the owners to pay up. The Safe City Strike Force team has torn down about 26 properties since 2009, from drug houses to crime-ridden motels along Central Avenue. The city fronts the cost to demolish them, which can cost as much as $250,000, and the owner is ordered to pay back the city, and that usually happens when the property is sold. However, 10 properties are still up for sale, so that means that the city right now is out $500,000. Now, the city says it has started to take owners to court if they don't pay up. Police and community leaders are getting ready to band together for the National Night Out. Organizers say this is a chance for neighbors to get to know one another as well as law enforcement. Now, this is just one of many scheduled events happening across the country tonight. This is a pretty big deal. According to the National Night Out organization, the event started nearly 30 years ago and has proven to be an effective and inexpensive way to promote police and community partnerships. In Albuquerque, APD says 120 National Night Out events are scheduled to take place. And up in Santa Fe, law enforcement leaders tell us they will be available to meet with citizens firsthand, even show off crime-fighting tools like Casey, the police dog up there. APD is hoping their work down here will help neighborhoods and their neighborhood watch programs and help them combat the burglary problems that we're seeing.
Neighborhood Watch is really fundamentally about getting to know your neighbors and agreeing to look after each other, recognizing suspicious behavior, calling it in. But fundamentally, neighbors looking out for each other are always going to be your best defense.
You know, it's so important to rebuild and repair the trust among the community and law enforcement, no doubt. Most National Night Out celebrations are scheduled from 6 to 9 p.m. tonight. All events are free. Lastly, we have learned this morning that Governor Susana Martinez will be one of the speakers at the Republican National Convention later this month. Martinez, who is the nation's first Latina governor, is viewed as a rising star in her party. There was even speculation that she might be Mitt Romney's running mate. Insiders tell us people, however, who are on the list to be speakers are no longer in the running as running mates. And you know what? The governor herself has made it clear over and over that she is not interested in being the VP. And that wraps it up for your Tuesday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks so much, Elizabeth. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
And what I didn't get a chance to mention in the opening was about our Olympics. You know, we're doing really well. We're still just behind China, both in total medals won and golds, but we're still doing really well. Unfortunately, it was a little tough last night. Gabby Douglas, she came in last on the bars.
I can't believe it. I saw she had a few little stumbles here and there on the bars, but you know, we've been so strong.
We have.
Through all of the gymnastics. So, you know, it's sad to end on that note, but we still did well overall.
And the guys didn't take home any last night either, but you know, overall we are definitely making a great showing in London, so just wanted to put that out there. In the meantime, here's something interesting. Selena Gomez has been banned from Facebook. Not the actress and girlfriend of Justin Bieber, but a New Mexico teen with the same name.
That's right. 18-year-old Selena Miranda Gomez told media outlet TMZ that when she tried to sign into her Facebook account last Wednesday, she was denied. She says her account was disabled for being, quote, inauthentic.
I wonder if that happens a lot with celebrities who, you know, common people with the same
names.
The New Mexico teen says she wasn't impersonating the famous pop star in any way. She even added her middle name on her Facebook page just to clear up the confusion. But apparently the problem has now been solved and Gomez's account has now been reactivated. So
yeah, I had some issues of my own when I was trying to switch to a public page, my Facebook page.
Yeah.
It would not let me have my last name Van Dyke. It's two separate words.
Okay.
So if you look at my public page, it's actually kind of misspelled.
Really?
I put the Van Dyke together, which is annoying for me to look at. I hate it. Every day I look at it, it aggravates me. But it's
is it because of Dick Van Dyke?
No, you know, there's a band called the Kristen Van Dyke Band.
Seriously? I gotta look that one up tonight. That's awesome.
So I don't know if there's like some issue there or what, but maybe they beat me to it, so I can't have my last name separated.
We gotta get them on the show. They could be like the house band.
Yeah. It smells just like my name.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
I gotta look at that one.
Yeah.
Now, in the meantime, another singer, Whitney Houston. Now, her much anticipated last film, everybody's been waiting for this one, Sparkle, hits theaters next week. Now, some say that her final performance kind of imitates her real life a little bit.
Yeah, Fox's William Lejanus is in Hollywood with more.
There have been many biopics about iconic stars and their tragic fall from fame and fortune, while only a few have strangely mirrored aspects of one's life after their death, like in Sparkle.
Yeah, y'all like that, huh? Make you want to dance, huh?
Get it, mama.
It is Whitney Houston's last film, a cautionary tale of three sisters trying to break into the music industry, while their mother warns them not to.
Was my life not enough of a cautionary tale for you?
It wasn't such a shock that her life had mostly played out by the time we'd made that movie. So much of the parallels were already in that movie. The way it ended was a shock to all of us.
With her not here, it definitely holds a lot more weight, and it's a lot deeper than it was before. It meant a lot before because she had lived it, but now that she's not here, I think that when you hear those things, you know, it either brings a tear to your eye.
Part of the reason she wanted to tell this story was because she recognized the career and the life that she had was a story that was both cautionary and celebratory on some level.
It takes a lot of faith to do this.
Although Houston died last February at age 48, the cast hopes their positive memories of the superstar resonate on and off the screen.
She just taught me that you're never too big to sit down and have a conversation with somebody. You're never too big to smile at somebody or say hello. And getting that example from Whitney herself was incredible.
In the end, I feel like it's going to help a lot of people, and it's about family ultimately. You know, everybody has their struggles.
A lot of the things that she says, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. It's almost like she's answering those questions that everybody has. This is like her saying, okay, here you go. It's like the movie is like, here's all the answers, here's everything that happened.
It makes me feel I've done something right.
In Hollywood, William Lajeunesse, Fox News.
I get the chills.
Me too.
It's so hard. It's just hard for me to believe she's gone. She was such an iconic figure to so many of us for so long.
So young too. I just hate it.
I know. It's going to be tough, I have a feeling, for Bobby Christina to watch that movie. Watching her in the mother role on screen and talking about, her daughter wanting to become a star, because Bobby Christina does want to follow in those footsteps. And I mean, Jordan Sparks though is probably going to play the part really well.
Oh, she's going to be amazing.
Yeah, she looks great, by the way.
Awesome.
I'm happy. Another American Idol gone to the top. I'm happy. I love to hear that stuff. Now that's, of course, Idol's one of our favorite Fox shows, but our sister station is KRQE, and so we love to talk about CBS as well. And the CBS Buzz Tour is crisscrossing the country. They're thanking loyal fans who tune into CBS daytime, primetime, and late night.
And of course, you remember last Wednesday the bus rolled into Albuquerque, one of 60 cities the network ambassadors will visit over the summer.
Yes, and CBS reality star veteran Alex Boylan, who won the second season of The Amazing Race, was there, and so was News 13 anchor Matt Morrow, our face of Fox, Elias Gallegos, Kristen, and I also dropped by to catch some of the action.
I understand you were the ambassador.
Yeah, so I mean, ambassador of the network for the summer. Basically what the network wanted to do is create a campaign to go around and thank the audience for making this the #1 network. So we're literally going to 60 cities in 60 days with the purpose just to say thanks. And we do that in a multitude of ways. Are you guys mobile? You guys want to walk around here?
Let's take a look.
All right, so first thing I'll show you is this map. So as I said, 60 cities, 60 days. We kicked off in Boston for the 4th of July. We had some big stops like at Comic-Con in San Diego. We had producer meetings in LA. This whole month of August, all these little dots are going to get covered.
exactly are you doing here on this green screen for our viewers?
Sure, we're letting viewers take a picture on a green screen, and we insert them into one of the 4 shows that we have. We have Big Bang Theory, we have Person of Interest, we have Vegas and Elementary, which are 2 of our new shows that are premiering in the fall.
Do you notice a particular favorite of shows that people tend to choose?
By far the Big Bang Theory, not even a question. That's definitely a favorite around here.
2 questions I get a lot. A, do we sleep on the bus? I get that all the time. No, we do not sleep on the bus. That'd be a whole different show. There's anywhere between like 5 and 20 people running this bus, depending on what market we're in and what was going on. The other question is, I was on The Amazing Race the 2nd season, like, which is harder, this or The Amazing Race? And I gotta tell you, The Amazing Race is much more difficult. But this, we're going 15,000 miles over the summer. And my season of Amazing Race, we went 55,000 miles in 28 days. That's equivalent to twice around the globe.
That does sound harder.
And you're not in like a posh bus like this.
Free funnel cake! Woo!
How's the turnout been today?
It's been awesome. This is so cool. We have folks who have been coming giving food, cans, cereal, and you know, this is a great way to make people in the community aware, even in these hot months where we're getting hot and sticky, you know, that some people don't think of the homeless because the kids are out of school, also they're going back to school. But people don't think that in these warm days, this is a really nasty time to be homeless.
What are you guys doing out here?
So we're trying to promote. Our products are all natural, no artificial binders, fillers, talcs, waxes. They're really great for your skin. We're really promoting our skincare, especially today. Skincare is really where it starts, and that's where you're going to really improve your skin. The makeup is just extra on top of that, but our makeup is beautiful and never looks like you're wearing makeup. It's all natural, and it's really actually proven to improve the skin's tone and texture over time.
And I have to tell you, since we've only been here, we're moving, we're clipping along here on this buzz tour, right? But we come here, everyone is so nice and so hospitable. It just speaks volumes to the state and the city. And I actually had, my sister lived out here, my brother at one point in time, and they said it's great because you go mountain biking, you go snowboarding. And
well, now I can say I've done just about everything. I've been interviewed on the buzz tour. If you guys take a look here, that you can see they have New York, Chicago, Denver, and Los Angeles, and you guys are headed to Denver next, correct?
Yeah, we're actually on our way. This afternoon we'll be in Colorado Springs, and then we'll be in Denver the next day. Every day, a new city, new destination.
Well, it sounds like
I'll get the mic back to the man who should have it.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And you know, you got this job because you're great at it. And speaking of donuts earlier, I also noticed you don't look like you eat too many donuts, and I noticed you guys throwing some footballs around here. So you guys do find time to exercise.
He's got a good arm, man. He's got a great arm. Yeah, that's in between stuff. We're always throwing the football around, and I am actually not a sweet person, but I got to tell you, Rebel Donuts, I love them. So.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for letting us on your bus.
Absolutely,
and this has been
man.
Great, and it's nice and cool in here.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was a blast. You guys had fun playing football for a while there.
Oh, yeah. But I think I was a little off on that one. I had some beautiful spirals.
I'm sure that you did. No, it was really fun. And you know what was so great about it, and I don't know if a lot of people were aware, you saw Jeremy Reynolds from Joy Junction, because the event actually doubled as a food drive for Joy Junction, and that's New Mexico's largest emergency homeless shelter. And you know, they provide food and clothing and shelter to thousands of people every single day. So it was nice to have that.
Yeah, you know, and what he said is so important. This is a terrible time of the year.
It is.
To go hungry. So, you know, do your part and help out. And when a lot of people did come through and help out. And, you know, each year, Joy Junction serves more than 100,000 meals, and donations are always accepted. So for a complete list of food items and other ways that you can help, visit joyjunction.org.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a big event to go out and do something nice for people. It's nice that they do that, though. And for CBS's fall lineup, you can visit cbs.com. Some great shows coming. Yeah, so you saw that the shirt he was wearing, it said no shirt Sherlock, right?
Yeah.
That's for the new show Elementary. So it's going to be really good. We'll see what happens. Fall season's right around the corner, and hopefully some colder air. Please, Kristen, I'm
Not
hot.
anytime soon. It's going to be hot today. Get ready for the